Chess master Magnus Carlsen, drunk and crushing opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, chess enthusiasts from around the world, welcome to a mind-boggling encounter between two masters of the game, Magnus Carlsen and Damien Riviere. Tonight, we witness an extraordinary event as the renowned chess prodigy, Magnus Carlsen, takes on his opponent, Damien Riviere, under rather unconventional circumstances. Brace yourselves for a thrilling clash of intellect and a touch of unexpected mischief. Magnus Carlsen is known for his unmatched talent and a trail of victories. But what happens when the genius indulges in a little mischief? We are about to find out. Magnus, the epitome of chess mastery, decides to embark on this game after consuming just 5 shots of alcohol. As the effects of his indulgence begin to take hold, one question arises. Can Magnus Carlsen maintain his dominance even in an inebriated state? The game commences as Damien Riviere, a worthy challenger, initiates with a daring move, pawn to e4. Magnus, in his drunken stupor, responds with a surprising choice. c5, the Sicilian defense. Damien places his pawn at a3. The crowd erupts in cheers, oblivious to the impending storm that Magnus is about to unleash. Magnus, unyielding in his approach, places his pawn on g6, setting the stage for an enthralling clash of wits. As the game unfolds, Damien opts for a cautious strategy, maneuvering his bishop to a2. Magnus, unburdened by his intoxication, develops his knight with remarkable finesse, defying expectations. Damien plays a4 and receives appreciation from the crowd. Magnus also claps in appreciation of his great move. Magnus then blocks Damien's a4 pawn. With a decisive castle move, Damien develops his knight. Both players strive to optimize their piece placements. Magnus, wrestling with the challenges of coordination under the influence, Magnus responded with a 3, and it was not such a great move, and Damien takes advantage of the situation. A few more moves are played and Magnus tries to castle the queenside, but the alcohol starts to kick in. He can't even hold it properly. Damien responds by placing his knight to d1. Undeterred by his altered state, Magnus launches an audacious assault on Damien's bishop, his witty banter laced with intoxication. Damien swiftly evades the danger, skillfully repositioning his bishop out of harm's way. However, Magnus, relentless in his pursuit, strikes again, advancing his pawn to f5, all the while savoring another sip of his beer. The game intensifies as both players navigate the shifting dynamics of the board. Damien, pinning Magnus's knight to his rook with his bishop on h4, anticipates gaining a substantial advantage. Yet Magnus, with an astute maneuver, relocates his rook to the middle, rendering Damien's bishop virtually impotent. With each calculated move, Magnus consolidates his position, creating an awe-inspiring chain of pawns that stretches deeper into enemy territory. Damien retaliates, launching an assault on Magnus's queen and knight, resulting in another exchange that levels the playing field. But Magnus, undeterred by the setback, begins to apply relentless pressure on Damien. His pieces inch closer and closer to Damien's vulnerable king, creating an air of anticipation. The clock ticks away, and the tension builds, for anything can happen in this exhilarating battle. Damien seizes an opportunity, capturing Magnus's bishop, prompting Magnus to swiftly recapture his rook. Sensing the need for action, Damien pushes his pawn to d4, seeking to disrupt the center and exploit potential weaknesses. Yet, ever the calculating genius, Magnus swiftly discovers a solution, safely capturing one of Damien's pawns. Another set of pawns is traded, and Damien seeks to attack Magnus's queen. With a sharp calculation, Magnus drunk says something to Damien and checks his queen. Damien blocks the check. Up until this point, Magnus had enjoyed a significant advantage. However, one move can alter the course of the game entirely. Unfortunately, Magnus succumbs to the pressure, playing rook to d8, committing a critical error. Damien seizes the opportunity, placing his queen on c3 and threatening to capture Magnus's pawn with a check. In a surprising turn of events, Magnus allows the capture, succumbing to another mistake. Damien seizes Magnus's knight, and after Damien's check, Magnus must recapture his rook. What once appeared to be a certain victory for Magnus begins to slip from his grasp. Damien, buoyed by newfound hope, orchestrates his pieces to encroach upon Magnus's king, shifting the balance of power in this gripping endgame. The exchange of queens ensues, leaving both Magnus and Damien in a remarkably equal position. Unbeknownst to Damien, he is now facing Magnus Carlsen, a legendary master of the endgame. In the realm of endgame brilliance, Magnus shines with unparalleled brilliance. Seizing the momentum, Magnus launches a strategic assault. Piece by piece, he encircles Damien's vulnerable king, creating an atmosphere of suspense that electrifies the room. However, Magnus makes a mistake and plays f3. Damien identifies the blunder and moves his king to b8. It looks like Damien has his chances of beating the world champion here. Magnus initiates his master plan, deftly maneuvering his knight into position, sowing chaos in Damien's ranks. The game teeters on a knife's edge, hanging in the balance. The world watches with bated breath as Magnus checks Damien, forcing his king to retreat. As a Damien plate g3, Magnus places his rook to f8, giving a threat to check Damien's king. Damien responds with rook to a7, threatening Magnus's king, and Magnus instantly retreats his threat. After a few more impressive moves by both players, Magnus promotes his pawn to a majestic queen. With a stroke of genius, he shatters Damien's defenses completely. It's a devastating blow to Damien, who fought valiantly throughout the game. And there it is. The players shake hands, marking another triumphant victory for the intoxicated Magnus Carlsen. Despite the haze of inebriation, Magnus's genius prevails, a testament to his indomitable spirit and unwavering mastery. This extraordinary encounter will be etched in the annals of chess history, a tale of a drunk Magnus Carlsen and his valiant opponent Damien Riviere. It serves as a reminder that the realm of chess knows no boundaries, and even under the influence, true genius transcends all obstacles. As the final moves are made, let's reflect on the lessons learned from this extraordinary encounter. In the face of adversity, Magnus Carlsen showcased his unwavering determination and adaptability, proving that true genius knows no limits. His intoxication, rather than hindering him, seemed to unlock a unique facet of his brilliance, adding an element of unpredictability to his gameplay. But let us not forget the valiant efforts of Damien Riviere. Throughout the game, he demonstrated resilience, seizing opportunities and pushing Magnus to the limits. Damien's moves were calculated, his strategy sound, and he proved to be a worthy adversary against the intoxicated chessmaster. As the players gracefully conclude the game, a moment of respect and sportsmanship fills the air. Magnus Carlsen, the intoxicated maestro, extends his hand to Damien Riviere, acknowledging the challenge they both faced on the battlefield of chess. It's a testament to the camaraderie and mutual admiration that exists among chess players, regardless of the outcome. So let this captivating encounter serve as a reminder that in the realm of chess, the pursuit of victory goes beyond individual triumphs. It encompasses the shared love for the game, the artistry of the moves, and the electrifying moments that captivate our imaginations. Chess enthusiasts, rejoice. The game continues to captivate and inspire us, challenging our minds and pushing the boundaries of human potential. As we embark on our own chess journeys, let us carry the spirit of Magnus Carlsen and Damien Riviere, a spirit of resilience, creativity, and an unwavering love for the game. And with that, we bid farewell to this extraordinary chapter in chess history. Until next time, may the thrill of the game guide your every move. Happy chess playing, my friends!